Hi everyone. This one has been a long time coming. I've had supply chain issues, ordering things from overseas and just not showing up. I mean, with everything that's happening in the world these days, it's not surprising, but still frustrating. So this is the Sherlock Holmes box and small journal set that I made. This is going to be a bit more expensive than my other ones, simply for the reason I ordered a lot of things rather than make myself, and they're not expensive like these little coach lights I bought. They're held on by magnets and they have little switches on them, so you should be able to see a nice light there. And this door was a pre-made door, and then all the stuff for it, I made this part. And then I made the bricks with a stencil and some paste. I'm going to take these off while I open it. And then it's a snug fit. Oh, the battery fell out. See, I'll show you that. There's a battery here for the fireplace. I originally had planned on doing a flickering light, but I like the way this turned out, and the little battery compartment there, so you can see there's a little bit of light back there. It'll show up better if it's darker. And this is a 3D printed from a friend of mine fireplace. Now the scale isn't perfect on this. It's way far from being perfect, but I just thought it looked good the way it came together. So these were also purchased little items. This clock does actually come out and you can put it back in. These stay, as well as all the little books and that tiny radio, all that stays in. There's a little stack of newspapers. He was a bit of a, like, he collected a lot of stuff and it just kind of sat around. So I also ordered these little candlesticks, and I made this knife. That's actually real metal. It's from a cat food tin lid that I cut out and stuck that in there. And then these little tiny brandy bottle, and of course his pipe, which actually isn't in the books. It was a thing that one of the actors that portrayed him liked his pipe, so they had that in there. And this is Reichenbach Falls. I printed that off and put that up there as a painting. I thought that would be good. There's a little, I wanted to make this so it could come in and out. So that's there, the little sword. And then that is the woman in his life, as we know from other stories. And the show, Sherlock. And then if you look at all the titles of these little books, see if we can see them all. Anyway, those are all Sherlock Holmes books, miniatures. I put those up as a little kind of tongue-in-cheek thing. And that's the box. And then the back has the window. This is also pre-made. It's wooden, and I put that on there. Had to cut through. And then to go with it, I hadn't planned on it, but I have this chair that I had. So I thought that would go with it, even though it's not perfect scale. And then there's a little violin and the bow, and there's a little carpet. The original plan was I was going to glue this carpet down here, but the only thing I'm kind of worried about is this is already pretty snug going in there, and I think it might rub too much. So I'm going to leave it so that you can put it outside if you want. And as I said, these are metal, they're not plastic, and they're magnetic. So that's the box. Oops. Hey, no running away, guys. I'm just putting it away. Oh, you know what I've got to show you inside there, though? Oh, dear. There are little file folders on the thing. There's some, like, faux newspapers and pieces of paper and stuff. And in this little file folder's a little reward thing, and just some things that, you know, Sherlock Holmes would probably have in a file. And this is just a little piece of cloth that I made look like there's a blood stain on it. And there's a map, and that's what's in the little file folder. I'll put that back over here. So here is the little journal that goes with it. I made it using old file folders. This is a real vintage, very old cast iron key. And there's a couple of charms to stay, because this is meant to fit inside of that, so it's not a really big journal. And the watch and the handcuffs. And just, this is one of my own photos from my collection. That's not the original photo, but it's, no, that's actually taken in Germany, but I thought it suited the theme. And an evidence card for fingerprints. Old bus ticket, and these just little evidence tags. So a lot of this is Mrs. Cog, and these same as the big one I downloaded from the internet. And I put some little name cards in here as well, some tags. And then there's another evidence type card I got. Tea-dyed paper, fingerprints chart. And then there's stuff in this envelope. These are murder scenes, but they're black and white, so they're not so hard to look at. And there's no bodies in them. And then that's from Mrs. Cog. Abscond. I thought that would be interesting. And then some faux postcards. And then my Canadian telegram paper. And, you know, this is also from, I believe, Mrs. Cog as well, different things. And the sheet music, I tried to make sure I was using stuff that would be for a violin in there. I know in the big one I did. I believe I also did it in this one. It's been a while. It's been a minute. And then here's a faux card. Could be evidence as well for a watch. It's a receipt for a watch. Some more of Mrs. Cog's things. Some of my blueberry dyed paper. And then a picture on the nervous system from a book, medical book. And that's a card addressed to Sherlock, another wanted thing. Chemistry paper. Yeah, a little bit of washi tape there. And there's a washi sticker. And then I made a little blood sample. It's red ink that's in there, but I thought that would be kind of fun to have in there. A stamp from Poland. And then there's a letter there. And there's a little bottle tag. And a toe tag. Another wanted card. Yeah, see there it is, syncopation. We will keep secret about the matter. These are just phrases that I got that are seen in pardon me, in mystery books. And there's a paper clip and another postcard in here. And then there's nothing in here as yet. This is, I don't believe I put anything in here. Like I said, it's been a minute. No, there's nothing in there. But this is a remake of a bookstore. In the ages ago, the bookstores used to put these little stickers in them so you'd know where the book was bought from. That's the avocado dyed paper. Conscience shall dictate. Maybe some stuff in here. Some goodies. Oh yes, these are some of the stickers I got. And some phrases from his books. Gun, a train ticket. Oops. Set that down. And I made it look like it was a case file. So, Irene Adler. And then I cut this out to make it look like a magnifying fingerprints. Another washi sticker. And another tag. And then this is from Nick the Booksmith. I made this little envelope. And you can put some things in there. And that's with, that is real, what's that paper called? That they use on I have some vintage stuff like that in it from stamp collecting envelopes, and I cut them out and it fit just right. So that's the real paper, not a copy. So it's old. In the back here, I just stuck another journal card like that, and then there's some little Sudoku and word finds in the back here for someone to play with and have fun with in that back pocket. And then it's all tied with this around it. So that is this. It will be going up. I will wait before I put it in my Etsy for a few days. And it's a very unique little thing, I think, with this and the box that it comes in. And I hope you all like this and that you subscribe and hit that notification bell for future things. Oh, and I forgot, there's the cane. That also goes with it. And anyway, so hit subscribe, and I'm getting closer to 500 people, and then I'll do a draw for my small Louis Vuitton journal as a thank you. So take care, everyone, and I hope your summer's going well. It's warm here, and I just had a lovely weekend, and hopefully the rest of the summer will be just as good. Thank you.